Okay guys, back again. Thought I'd make another video on a great XP camp. This time we're going to go to Gnome Memorial Mountain. It's part of the Burning Lands expansion, but it's not. It's off of Dragon Scale Hills. So get your Dragon Scale face height from Zelfman and give him what he needs. And we'll get going on this. I need to organize my bag because I do not see what I'm looking for at all. Gonna have to search for it because I am just not. There we go. We'll pull up the wolf, get invis, and get going. There's a little bit of a run, but it's probably not too bad, and hopefully it won't be a drag on your viewing. I really like this zone for the augs. There are a number of camps here for both types, heroic stats and then just your basic AC hit point augs. You'll zone in and turn to the south and start running to the coast. There's a bit of a jog out there, but hopefully you've got a fast mount and it won't be too bad. This zone has a number of named mobs, and it's got some pretty decent and easy quests for us to work on as necros. I don't know for sure if they're considered progression or not, but they're not difficult. You can more or less solo pull everything. You have to be patient on some of the, I think they're orcs. You have to be patient on some of the orcs, pulling them out of different tunnels. But it's a pretty good quest. It's a good, easy grind. But you don't have to just run the quest. You can also, I went the wrong way. You can also just set up an XP camp, an item camp in the normal zone. We gotta go up this hill. It's been a minute since I've been out here. I mean, it's been a few months since I played in any sort of steady manner. And when I did, it was just kind of logging on, running up Tov, and killing some placeholders. But we want to head, I'm a little too high up. We want to head over to Catapult. Looks like somebody's got the same idea as me. But that's okay. And we're off. Now we'll zone in. Right away from the beginning, there are a number of placeholders to kill for, I think, the robot, whatever, tinkered mob is Breaker. Breaker was a pretty difficult mob for me. I had to keep checking if I could handle it. Was a tough name. This right here, a Clockwork Captain, that's a placeholder. This right here, a Clockwork Captain, is a placeholder. And right over here, down this hall, Clockwork Captain is a placeholder. Breaker is, like I said, pretty difficult. I want to say he cons 114. Maybe it's 113. But just has a lot of damage output and can really punish you. Okay, went to the wrong one, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Heading through this tunnel, and this is going to be your camp area. A lot of people campfire here. They go to this quest NPC and they request the be one of a few. Find out, deal with, and it's what's cooking. Or bravery, the darkness howls. Well, the darkness howls is the one that I like to do. It's got a lot of easy pulls, and the name that has a chance to spawn, I believe, has a pretty decent aug. So in this whole little area here, there's a number of placeholders for named mobs that are also worth camping. Security officers, they are named. Not sure on that Gnome Memorial, but security officer and this security officer, all three are named mob placeholders. If you head over here into right past this quest mob, a brave rat is a placeholder. So there's a lot of opportunity for XP, a lot of opportunity for loot. It's just a good dungeon. I really can't remember, other than killing the orcs in this zone, how to increase your faction, but as you can see, I'm kindly because I've slaughtered a lot of those orcs. So it helps for pulling. We'll go ahead and get started on this camp. I'm just going to show how, just a few things you have to look out for. There are a few roamers, but as long as you hug certain walls, pull really close, even let yourself take a beating if you have to before you send your pet, you can take care of these. Now, they're light blue to me, which just at 115, but if you're, 110 to 114 even, really, this is great stuff. You will be able to single pull, and it will not take a lot of focus, a lot of effort to do this. It's just single pulls and throw some dots, have your pet tank. Somebody on Reddit asked about complaining that their pet didn't keep Argo, and I don't know if they're complaining, but just said that they didn't keep aggro. And I've never ever had that problem. Make sure you have taunt on. If you need to, pick up. I don't have any on me. You can trade skill. I want to say one-handed blunt weapons that have a aggro proc, a hate proc. Trade skill those. I also think there's some AAs, that reduce the hate of your overall hate of your dots somehow. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've had to go back and look at some of the generic AAs, the ones outside of like focus and special attack AAs that swarm pet AAs. But I know there's hate reduction in there somewhere, and max those. And you should be doing that anyway, even if you don't pet tank. So the point of that is I've never had an issue with my pet. I mean, and if for some reason you were to get aggro, I mean, you're a necromancer, and we're talking, I hope you guys are around 105 plus when you're watching these, because otherwise you kind of, well, maybe enjoy them for my dumb commentary, but if you're 105, if you don't know how to dump aggro and put it back on your pet or your tank, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Find another class. I'm not being a jerk. That's just part of it. That Clockwork Companion is also a placeholder. Not one I like to deal with either. Let's see if we can. No, we really probably can't. A Fractured Sweeper, I believe, is what it is. Not a fun mob. One thing to point out: these workers are cake. Clockwork Companion placeholder itself, cake. Nothing to worry about. What you don't want to mess with, at least I found at like 113, 114. Don't see one up, which is good. But, there we go. Sparkler. They are enchanters. And they will get you. They will cause a lot of issues. I avoid them. I just won't kill them. I have that luxury because of my faction. If you don't have that luxury, maybe get that luxury, because they are not worth taking on with the chance that they charm you or your pet. That they, I guess it'd be like a long-term stun. I don't even know. I just accidentally grabbed aggro once and ended up losing a pet in a merc, and eventually I think it broke and I feigned death, and it was fine after that, but it's just not worth the headache. So you can, if your faction is good enough, you can just pick and choose, but pull to these corners on both that far side we were just at and this one. I like to clear those placeholders out. Then I'll usually come over here for this placeholder and pull to this wall, because there will be some roamers. But it's nothing that you can't handle, or sacrifice a pet and sacrifice a merc and deal with. This was a nice break from the Kunark dungeons, and it's not very popular other than the people running the quest. They'll jump in, you'll see them hail, you'll see them with the text, and then they're gone for 30 to an hour, and then they'll show back up, rinse and repeat. It's just over and over. I usually think it's a power leveling thing. It's so you won't get bothered, and if you do, there's a lot of different areas of this zone. This is just the part I like when I'm killing gnomes, which that's always fun for me. I don't know why, but killing gnomes is a good deal. So you can clear those, as many as you want, and then you'll want to head back out to the beginning of the zone. We went through the tunnel, through the secret door, and go and clear your breaker spawns. And as you can see, I'll pull, and it will not tag Iron Legion admired. I think it's just a faction thing. My pet was hung up somewhere. I had to summon him. I think it's a faction thing, or it might be something I don't understand about the zone. But I always make sure if I do start to get near a different, that I will go kill some orcs. I'll do a couple of those quest runs and make sure that I get my faction back up, just because I feel like that's what's helping me in the zone. Go ahead and clear the 3 placeholders and check back on the other spawns. This is a pretty fast respawn zone. I think it's faster than Kunark expansion, which I think is 19. I think this might even be 15. Or maybe it is 19. But as you can tell, that little guy walked right up and just took a hard look at me, but he wasn't interested in attacking, so nothing I'm going to worry about. This is your next placeholder. This one, just clear it out. And we'll go back up to the front zone, clear it, and we'll head back to, I don't know what area you want to call it. I just call it the rat area because I didn't clear it this time for the video, but there's that one named rat back in the corner behind all the boxes, and so I just call it the rat camp. Probably if you go online, if there's anything about Gnome Memorial Mountain, which I'm going to say there isn't, but if there's anything, I don't know what name they give to the camps. So just forgive me on that. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, but I certainly haven't seen anything, so I don't know what anyone else is calling it. But for me, it's rat camp and breaker camp, and I put them together because they're not difficult. Even at like 113, 114. I am seeing some weird messages on my chat after this patch. You healed a clockwork captain for negative? That seems like something new. But, you know, I'm sure it's something they changed, and I should have read the patch notes, but I didn't. So, nice. I will finish this guy off, go back into the other room and check. If anybody has any questions on this zone, you know, send me a tell in game. It's Ixellen with an E on the end because of the test name fund. I guess somebody years ago copied over from a different server or something and already had me. Or leave a comment, which so far no one has, but I am getting quite a number of views, which is cool. I'm glad you guys are getting something out of this. Like I said in a previous video, I just enjoy doing it. It's don't really have anybody to BS about EverQuest with, so me just talking over my camp it kind of feels like that. Since these guys aren't back up, and this video is at 17 minutes, excuse me, I'm just going to stop it. But this is just another XP grind in a fairly empty zone. Yeah, see, I think when I zoned in and checked it first, there was 3 or 4 other guys. They were clearly doing the quest, so they were here, they were out. It's another easy grind. Solo pulls. Even you'll have to do some research on the whole faction situation and why these mobs aren't aggro immediately. I know there's got to be some more than just, you know, oh, I'm lucky. There's got to be something to it. But look into that because this is a zone with a lot of high-end augs. Let me see if I can pull one up real fast. That is completely worth getting. Calculating differential gear, type 7. This comes from, I believe, Breaker, regardless of where it comes from. Look at those stats for, you know, technically TBL. Or, excuse me, is this serpents? This is, you know, this is coming off of Dragon Scale Hills. This is cake. Now I know it's 110 zone, 115 zone, whatever, but this is nice. 45, 440 hit points, 610 mana. That's big numbers. There's some type 5s in here too that are really nice. Let me see if I can find one real fast. Not going as easy as I thought. Turk wouldn't know. Bear with me. Maybe I don't want to pull up my spreadsheet because the thing is a mess and you guys will just have a laugh. But here we go. I mean type 8, excuse me. Magnetic Lodestone. Still not what I was looking for. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Another one from this one, I believe. No, that's not right. 106, 110. Magnetic Lodestone is drawing a blank. All right, gone on long enough. Hitting 20 minutes. Sorry for the rambling. Definitely didn't mean to do all that there at the end. Hope this helps somebody out. We got our first respawn as placeholder, so we're just gonna leave it. I'll make another video. Probably still need to head back to Charduck. Gorwin, need to do some Tov stuff. So I'll make another video today and get it up. Hope this helps somebody. See ya.